Okay. So the first board meeting of 2024 for the New Braunfels Photographic Society is officially open. Um, can y'all see my screen with the agenda?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the first item on the agenda is to, oh, hang on, I got a text from Frank.
Had Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah, Wi-Fi issues. Okay. Well, he'll get here when he gets here. Um, Previous quarterly meeting minutes approval. Okay. And did y'all go to the club's website and look under meetings and minutes and review those minutes from the last board meeting?
You want the truth or a lie?
Okay. Hang on for just a second.
Should I make it a motion to approve the minutes?
Uh, well, I'll just let me see something. No, that's not it. Um,
I can just abstain and y'all can vote that did what you were supposed to.
no. Here we go. And let me, well, where'd that go? Okay, so so we approved what in the fourth quarter, we approved the minutes for the third quarter. We had a financial report that left us with a balance of $2,562. We chose the 2024 assignments and they're listed in the minutes. 2024 board candidate list. Uh, we discussed the list that was we were able to generate, and we still had 2 unfilled positions. And the minutes say that Victor will see if he can find volunteers. And I found volunteers. Thank you. PSA interclub competition. We had an update from Carol on that. The 2024 youth contest. Did you need a date for the Brussels photo contest? Use the same category. Digital pro work on it. Okay, so the minutes say that we need a date. Well, we have a date now, and I can bring you all up to speed on that. And the contest will use the same categories and subjects that the PS. Oh yeah, so we made that change. So instead of 5 categories, there's 6. Digital Pro Lab has volunteered to print the 61 images that are going to be the winning images. We still have to find a sponsor to pay for the backing of those so that we can mount them. Okay. All right, now new business. We talked about all the different tasks that Holly was doing, and one of the things we need to talk about tonight is some of the things that we need to outsource with the board, not off the board, but with the board. Let's see. Carol announced she was retiring in January, so she'll be able to pick up more of the PSA activities stuff. Frank suggested an education night, like on an odd Monday. Uh, Sandy has suggested to Frank the idea of creating a study buddy or mentor program, and that's in the works. We're going to talk a little more about that tonight. Carol suggested a workshop on editing workflow, and we can do that. That's going to be one of the education nights in the upcoming year. And meeting was adjourned. Okay. All right. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Yes, I move that we approve the minutes from the last board meeting.
And I'll second it.
Okay, great. You got that, Suzanne? Okay. I
I'm sorry. Yes, I do.
okay. What did I do wrong? Back to here. Okay. All right, so that takes care of the minutes. Review financial report.
Do we all have to vote?
For financial report. Oh, we didn't vote
No,
for the minutes?
no.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I
Hey, I'll be here. I'll be here all week.
I was like, oh, I guess we just assume it's all good.
Okay. All right. Here is a financial report that Frank sent me. And here our ending balance on December 31st was $2,456.77. Okay. Okay. We don't vote on that or anything. Anybody have any questions about the finance report? Okay. I will say the bylaws say that we're supposed to have a financial audit done each year. And we originally reached out to Sharon and Dennis to do that audit. And due to circumstances beyond anybody's control, they're not able to do the audit. Well, they were willing to do the audit, but they let Frank know that they don't intend to rejoin the club in 2024. And the bylaws say that the audit has to be done by 2 current club members. So since we don't have since they're not going to be current club members, this morning at coffee, I asked Sandy if her and Homer would do it and try to have it done by the meeting next Monday. Okay. So that it's in the works. Okay. All right. Annual awards. Okay. Any questions about annual awards?
You got the image of the year tallied up?
Do we know who that is?
Well, I sent you the spreadsheet before I went.
No, that's photographer of the year.
Sorry. That's right.
Yep. So
I
Terry,
did
do we
tally
know?
the image of the year. I didn't know if I was supposed to or not, but I did it.
Okay, so we have an image of the year for 2023.
Yes.
Okay. Who is it?
It's the tree frog.
The tree frog. Okay.
Sandy.
Yes.
That's Sandy.
Tree frog?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let me oh, I got something else to show you. Hang on. Dupe here. Bring the finance report and go down here. Okay, so it's Sandy. Okay. And I guess it's a good thing Frank's not here yet. 2, 4, 6. I think somebody dropped off. I have Frank. Normally, the board votes for member of the year, and but the only nominees that were sent in were Frank.
Right.
So there's nobody else to throw in the hat because we had no other nominees. Okay.
Victor, I would have sworn that I sent mine in the first time you came out and said that you wanted them in an email and that I had nominated Holly.
Oh,
I probably had mine in well before most people did. But if Frank got the most votes, and that's cool. But I thought, I don't think I nominated Frank. I think I nominated Holly.
Wasn't there a rule about like you couldn't be at multiple times within?
I think it's within 5 years or something like that. But the data wasn't readily available to everybody to know who had
Right.
been nominated. So
Yeah. That might have been it. If she won it in 2021, that might have been why.
it's too soon. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then okay, well, I remember that email now, Patricia.
I remember nominating Holly for something and Carol as well, but there was two. They were both nominated for something, and I should have printed it out and kept it myself. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well,
Wouldn't have
yeah,
made a difference, I don't think.
yeah, Holly, if let's see.
Frank isn't sure if he can get his Wi-Fi problems.
Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear me now. I might have gotten on.
Have you got video or are you just using
Can you
phone?
hear me?
Yeah, we
I
can
can
hear you.
hear.
I'm using the phone, but I can see the screen. So, glad to be here. Sorry I'm late.
Okay, well, congratulations, Frank.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is high tech stuff, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll eventually get around to figuring out what I was talking about. Okay. Annual awards are done. Redistribution of 2024 workload. Taryn, you looked at everything that Holly did.
Mhm.
Okay. Tell me if that's within your realm of capacity or not.
It seems to all be in my realm. I mean, I saw even on like maybe some of the email, there might be some of that stuff that if somebody else grabs along the way wouldn't be a problem, but it's all fine for me so far.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, there's a couple of things that I want to share with everybody.
Okay.
And that's, let me go back out here. Okay. So this is our email account, everybody. And I see Frank sent us an email saying he's having trouble with the Wi-Fi. Okay. But
Yep.
whenever if in the past, we were asked to like hands off so that things wouldn't get missed. Okay.
Right.
But I want to show you something. Like here, this letter from Suzanne that she sent with the welcome letter attached. Well, I opened that and I read it. And now, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to mark it as unread.
Mhm.
Oops. In case somebody else wants to read it or needs to do something with it. Okay.
Yeah.
And while we're on the welcome letter, Suzanne, I made a change to the welcome letter.
Okay.
I added a photo up in the header.
Good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Can you email that to me?
it should be saved in Google Docs.
Okay. So any new person who tries to log into the Google email account for the club,
Yeah.
a code is sent to, I believe, a cell phone number. So I'm not sure who's holding that cell phone number for verification. So I was not able to log on.
As of yesterday, I am.
Right.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say to everybody. Um, tra transparency is the 2024 topic. So when you want to log into the account for the first time, once you log into it for the first time and your computer is recognized, okay, you should not have to get that code again. Okay.
Right. It'll just do it. But like if you log in on your computer and then you log in on your cell phone and
Yeah.
it'll do it every time. But if it's only if it's the first time.
But if you know you're fixing to log in, if you give me a call and tell me, hey, I'm fixing to log in and expect the text,
Okay.
then I'll tell you what the numbers are.
Okay. Let's plan on doing that this coming weekend.
Okay.
How
Okay.
about at coffee or something, Victor, explain this to me because I don't have a clue what y'all are talking about. If you want to log into the email account, I guess of what you're talking about here.
Yeah.
This is all new and Greek to me. So
Can you see the screen?
I can. That's the welcome letter, yes. But you're talking about
Okay.
logging into, I send things to the New Bronzeville site, but as far as actually logging into it, no, I never have and don't know what y'all have to do it.
Okay. You just have to sign in with Gmail.
Sign in with
The other
G.
thing too is if you ever clear your browser cache, it's going to send another verification text again with a
Oh,
verification code.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and anytime you clear your cache or clear your history, it's going to do that.
Okay.
And I have no idea how to clear cache. So y'all are so light years ahead of me.
We will need to get you the
Carol here?
password though.
Oh, hey, Carol. Okay.
Don't take time with it tonight. Just know you've got somebody that's still in left field and won't get any further until I get more info.
Okay. Well, at the weekly coffees, Ed, Patricia, I can sit with y'all, and if you want to log in with your phone at that time, or
Okay.
if you want to bring your laptop and log in at that time, we can get it all set up so that you'll be able to get in all the time and see what's going on. But this is the welcome letter, and explain to me, well, if I understand it right, Holly would send, well, let me go back to the emails, and like let me go down and find it.
I know we had
Yeah.
some new people just
Like
the other day.
site builder. Now I
Mhm.
opened this message up not long ago, and it's from Mary Perez. Okay, so she's asking about the club. So she used the contact form on the website, and site builder sends it to our email address and says, hey, you got a message. In the past, I believe Holly would forward that email to Beverly, and Beverly would forward a welcome letter to that person. Is that right?
Okay.
that's
sounds
how
right.
I understand it from Beverly. Yes.
All right. Now then, down
Yeah, I
here,
saw that come in and I was like, do I do something? I didn't get taught about that part. So I didn't know who
okay.
it went to or anything.
All right. So I was going to reply to Mary and said, welcome to the new, and I put that in the subject line, and I attached the welcome letter. Okay. But do we have a standard verbiage to go in the text block here?
We probably do. I know Holly had a lot of templates in the Gmail. So, but if Beverly was sending it, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Need to
Well,
check it.
tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to right now. Suzanne, you have the welcome letter, right?
I do, yes.
I'm going to send this one to you. Okay.
All right. Did you send it with the attachment of the new welcome letter?
Okay. Well, oh, because you can't get into Google Docs yet. All right. Hang on. Let me attach it.
And Tyreen, the
Yeah.
the forms that you created for the voting, I think are really awesome.
Oh,
I think
great.
that'll cut down on a lot of the email traffic that goes
Yes.
back in, and not you don't have to worry about, oh, did I miss an email? Did I not miss an email? So
Right.
that's really cool.
Awesome. Great. Yeah. I think it'll be good once we have the meeting. I can kind of explain it at the meeting. I know that was a lot to just throw on everybody, but most everybody figured it out. So,
I know. It's kind of nice. All you have to do is just click on a square and boom, done.
right. And then you
Right.
did it. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that second one that was unopened from the site builder, it says she submitted her membership application this morning, and that was on January 1st. Looking forward to the 1/7/24 meeting. I believe the meeting's on the 8th, right? So she put the
Yes.
wrong, and will bring my membership fees at that time. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna send this one to you. So disregard the last one. Board, and I'll attach the membership to this one. And so send her the welcome letter and remind her that it's on the 8th, not the 7th. And we look forward to seeing her. Okay. All right. And those are the only two that I could find that didn't look like they'd been dealt with. And then I see a lot of people have
Still emailed the vote. Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of double checking like who had voted and who hadn't voted so I can add them into the form manually, at least this time.
In fact, I just voted tonight manually through the email. I didn't see any form. Where was the form?
The link was in the email.
Okay, the first email or the second?
Both, but vote on the second email because we
Okay.
need to change it. So off when I
Let
had
me
to go back in and add someone new and it didn't
here's
resave. So go to
Okay.
the second one.
I
Oh, you're right. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, that's
so
okay.
let me show y'all the form drive. Okay, revote January assignment. And let me know if I'm fixing to click on something that's going to mess the form up, okay? Just shout real, unmute your mic so you can shout real quick.
Okay.
So it looks like you just type your name, what your email address is, and we only need that so that we can tell people double voting or voting for their own photo or whatever. And then
Or they just send out the link to all their friends and all their friends vote and they're not even in the club or something crazy. But
so all the photos are here, and that is in questions. And then we have responses.
Mhm.
Okay. And there's been 20 responses so far. And we have the names of people that responded. Okay, there I am. I voted. And I rarely, in the past, I never voted because I reserved my vote for a tie. But I think last year we only had 2 ties come up.
Oh,
So I'm going to go ahead and vote this year. And
Awesome.
if a tie does come up, I will invoke the bylaw article that says the president gets 2 votes.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
All right. And then and then the email addresses are there. And then if you come down here, it gives you, so
Nice.
right now that color photo's winning, but voting doesn't close till when?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, so that could change, but right now we have a clear first and a clear second. And it would be nice if all these would be on one page, but
Right.
it's
We have
not.
too many
So,
options. Right.
but I think that's pretty cool. Okay. So it doesn't require anybody to keep logging into the email thing and checking emails to see who voted for what and running a tally. This will do it behind the
Does it all for
scenes,
us.
and we just got to check it Monday morning, I guess, or something.
Right.
Okay.
Simplified processes, gotta love it.
We love it.
Okay. So now here's something that I did, and Taryn, you may have seen the email I sent you and Holly. It said, "Hey, I made a couple of changes." Okay. Once y'all start logging into the website and you take on an action, okay, like the club gets PSA emails. So Carol, I would expect, rather than Taryn forwarding them to me or you, you go in there every once in a while, look for anything that you think applies to you, and if you need to send an email, oops, I messed that up. Okay, so you can compose your email. I'm really a fast typer.
Whoa.
But look down here at the bottom. This is where we attach a file and do other stuff. But you see this right here? Insert signature. If you click on that, it will give all the signatures. Okay. So like New Braunfels president, boom, there it is. Okay. Or if I want social media director, or if I want treasurer, or if I want vice president, youth director. Okay. And we have this guy here.
Yes.
Okay? The critique feedback guru. Okay. I solicited the help of 2 PSA folks that I didn't know I knew until they reminded me from something that happened at a conference down here when they were in San Antonio. And we got to talking, and I told them I would like some critiquing help. So between the 2 of them, they're gonna right now they're critiquing the photos that we're doing on the 365 daily photo challenge that's up in Meetup. Okay. And when someone participates in, uploads a photo for that day, they are sending out a email to each one of those people. It's one email, and they're just copying everybody that was there for their critiques and sending them a critique for their photo. Okay. Go there. So every once in a while, and I got them signed in so they could send the critiques from the club's email address. All right, so they're going to help us out with that. Let's see. Right here, right there. see. So we only had 4 people participate yesterday. I think we had 6 the day before. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right, let's go back to where is the thing from Suzanne for Suzanne, you sent the agenda. Did you send that to me or did you send it to the club?
I think you're on mute.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, the
I
agenda
got
I
it.
sent to you.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So listen, when it comes to redistribution of workload, uh, I think we'll try to leave it status quo. But I think obviously there are things that Carol could pick up from logging in and seeing anything that applies to her. And if you're in there and you read something and you say, that's not in my wheelhouse, then just remember to go up to the top and mark it as
Unread.
unread. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, and I think that will pull some of the load there to begin with. Okay. All right. Study buddy program, mentor program. Okay. It was discussed at the last board meeting. At a meeting or two after the last board meeting, we announced we were going to take undergo steps to do like a working group to see how that might develop. So the first meeting for people that are interested is going to be on the 22nd of January.
What time?
AM meeting, and it's going to be at 8 o'clock in the morning at La Madeleine's at the Forum. And then there's I think I have to check with the library to see what times I reserved, but I think I think it's 6 o'clock with the library at the West Side Community Center, which is on the south side of New Braunfels, for people that work during the day and want to come to a night meeting instead of a morning meeting. And from those two work group sessions, hopefully we can come out with a product to move forward with. Okay.
And you said at the West Side Community Center, that's going to be at 6 p.m.?
Yeah, we'll go with 6 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. Any feedback from the rest of the board?
The morning one is at 8.
Yeah, the morning one is it's just like a morning coffee, 8 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the PM is going to be the 22nd as well, but it's 6 o'clock at a different place.
In a
Okay.
different place, yeah.
Okay, so the morning one is at what location?
La Madeleine's at the Forum, which is kind of in front of Home Depot.
Yeah.
Do you know where the Forum's at?
No.
I do.
I do.
Okay. You know where the city of Church is at?
Do you have an address maybe or?
Yes. Agora Parkway.
I can put the address in with the do I put the address in with a
Minutes?
Yeah, with the minutes, but that would be for the board meeting. You want
Yeah,
me to put it in for the minutes for the club meeting?
yeah, but I'll put the address in the slideshow as well.
Okay.
Um,
Or the newsletter.
Are you making a meetup event for it? Or is this just for us in the group?
this is just for us.
Okay.
I would put the meetup site has 137 people on it right now, I think. Obviously they're not all members. They just want to see what we're doing.
Right.
Some of them. So but but just to get the word out, I'll send an email out to the club, okay, listing the time, location, and addresses for both meetings that day. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. And we're not even going to tackle the mentor program until we get the study buddy program off the ground and see how that goes. Okay. The next item on the agenda is the total eclipse in April. Do we want to do something as a club for that day?
That could be cool.
Suzanne, do you want to go and find another Airbnb we can stay on?
I don't know where you found that from.
Another haunted house?
Okay, just so
Yeah, I am interested, but I work full time, so it will not be easy for me to scout out a location.
okay, just so you know, April 8th is our monthly meeting.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, we should change that.
So
You want to do it
that
on the
eclipse,
Tuesday?
Frank, you were going to say something?
yeah, that eclipse, if you get an app called Totality, it'll show you exactly where it's going. But basically, if you draw a line between Kerrville and Fredericksburg, that's the line that it's going to be going over for the totality of it for the longest period of time. So it would involve some driving, and I think half of Texas is probably going to be driving to that line.
Yeah.
I have family flying in from Wyoming to go see it, so I know it's gonna be crazy busy.
Yep. Yep.
So what might have taken a few hours will take a lot more.
Many
And I could
hours.
just briefly tell you my experience from the last one when I was in Nashville, that going home, a drive that was 4 hours normally took me 11 hours.
Woo.
So be prepared.
To stay home. Yes, thank you.
Well,
I tell them, here's the ladder to the roof of my house. See what you can see from there.
well, if we have a lot of people in the club that want to go shoot that, should we start thinking about maybe canceling the April meeting or moving it to another Monday?
I think so.
I think move it to another Monday would be great.
Yep,
I agree.
I agree.
Okay, I'll see what I can work out. Let's see. Oh, God. And April 15th would be a great time.
Oh.
No,
Along with
no,
taxes. Oh, great.
no.
Oh,
Or April Fool's Day.
April 1st. April.
yeah.
Oh.
Man, April's tough.
April's tough because we have PSA youth entries due on April 12th, so it's going to be busy, at least for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, and April 1st is like Easter Monday. I
Yeah.
don't know if anybody is off for that. I don't know how that works for people, but
Why don't we move the meeting to a Friday night?
That'd be fabulous.
What about everybody else?
Yeah, that works for me.
good to me.
Friday's fine.
And that way we could share some tips on shooting the eclipse for people that were thinking about going out and doing it. Because if you're going to be out toward Coralville and Fredericksburg at the time of the eclipse, you may not be able to get back to San Antonio before the meeting's over.
True.
Right.
So,
So you're thinking about April 5th?
yeah, well, is that good or bad?
No, I think it's good.
Okay. I'll see if I can find a venue that can support us for April 5th. Let me make a note of that. Okay. Oh, okay. So anyway, if we go over here, you see these labels? These are like folders. Okay, so like there's a folder over here that says 2022-23 PSA Interclub. And if I click on it, it shows, okay, there's something that was sent to us from PSA for reference Interclub. Okay.
And I've been using the labels to help me figure out which PSA entries we've had received from the club members and using that to add to my spreadsheet. So those labels are out there because I added them.
Yeah, so in the current one, there's a lot more in here. Okay. So that's great. All right. Now then, library request. So that's when we used to request the library. And then I made this label. There's nothing in there, but I could go back to the inbox and find those these two site builder things that dealt with membership. And see, when you click over here on the little box and they highlight in blue, and then you go up here to move to, and you click move to, and there's secretary. So I'm going to move those two to her folder. So the rest of y'all can, to create it doesn't take anything to create a folder. Well, you just take, when you're like here, Frank sent this email having trouble with Wi-Fi. Okay, well, if I go up here and say move to, I can pick what I want to move it to, or I can just go Frank. Oh no.
You can make a folder for Frank's Wi-Fi problems.
No, I'm going to make a folder for the New Bronxville Photographic Society VP. Create new folder. Create it, and boom. There it is. And there's Frank's Wi-Fi woes. Okay.
Does
So
that move it out of the main inbox?
it does.
Okay.
But
Yes.
if it's in their wheelhouse
Yeah, as long as they know to
and
look,
it's
fine.
an action completed
Mhm.
and they move it to theirs, fine. Okay. At least I think so.
If you
we
click
start doing
more,
it,
then you'll get all of it and it'll show everything.
do what?
I said, when you click more, you can see all mail and it'll show you everything under labels and everything else. So
Yeah, it shows y'all this. Oh, more? Where's more?
up here, up right there.
Oh yeah, well it shows you all this, but it doesn't show you what's actually in there.
Yeah.
You can do all mail.
All mail.
Yes,
And
yes,
click on all mail, then you see everything.
yes.
Okay, so here are the two that I moved over there, and I also sent to Suzanne. There's Frank's Wi-Fi problem. So I'm just going to inbox.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think if we share the email address and help each other out, okay, I think it will make things a little easier for Tara, and she won't run off before the meeting's up. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope. All right. Suzanne, do you have the agenda?
I sent to your personal email.
I got it. Never mind. I just had. Okay. Uh, so as far as the eclipse goes, maybe we do a club event for the eclipse if we move the meeting to Friday before. We'll keep that as a maybe.
Victor, I think if we're going to do an event, we need to secure a place to do that, to wherever we're going to go shoot. Parks will be full, hotels will be full.
It's probably too late.
Well,
that's my 2 cents.
I will tell you, last month I tried to secure a state park location and a couple of commercial RV sites, and
They're full.
they're full. So what it comes down to, if when I was thinking about shooting it, I figured, well, I got to get up early, drive somewhere, park the car, set up, shoot it, and then drive home. So we can tell you what, we'll throw it out at the membership Monday night. And if there's interest, we'll select a group coordinator to see about finding a site, and we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, if we do it as a club event, otherwise we'll just try to move the meeting to Friday night and then give tips on how to shoot it for people in the club that maybe already have their reservations somewhere or just wants to drive up there and then drive back. How's that sound?
Good.
That sounds good. I would just add one thing, Victor, at the next meeting, if we want to bring this up, is getting that solar filter. If people are interested, should probably do it now, because they will be sold out a month or two before the event.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Well, let's table that and move on to PSA Inner Club. Okay. Carol, bring us up to speed.
I sent out the email for Interclub round 2. I think we've gotten one member send pictures in the last time I was in the mailbox, but that's been a couple of weeks already, so I need to check the mailbox. Our deadline is this month. I believe it's this coming the 12th. So I'll do a reminder at the meeting on Monday. And if we don't get enough, then I will use my spreadsheet and go through and select some other pictures. The good news is the majority of the membership has signed their PSA release form, so we shouldn't run into any problems with not being able to submit photos that we've selected.
Are you going to be at the meeting on Monday?
I should be, yes.
Can you bring some more release slips?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. The 2024 youth photography contest. Okay.
So our deadline is February 1st for our program. And then the PSA youth contest deadline is April 12th. So we'll have enough time to figure out which ones we're sending on. And I still have not received a response on the homeschool, how PSA is handling the homeschool submissions. So I'll do a follow-up on that. And then, Victor, you said there was an email that was set up for the submissions to come in.
Yes.
I don't have the email. I've looked for it through my emails and I don't have it.
Okay. Give me half a second.
Okay.
Can y'all still see the screen?
Yes.
Greater New Brunswick Art Council, YPC. Okay. Ooh. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, good. All right. So the email is well, here, let me forward an email to you.
Okay. And then is there a password for that mailbox?
Yeah, there is. Are you not coming up in here? I wonder if that's because
You might have to switch to the New
different.
Braunfels Photo Society page to grab it and copy and paste.
Yeah, okay. Probably got to add you to the contacts for the art council.
Carol, can you give me the deadlines again? The PSA Interclub you said was the 12th of January?
I believe so. It was an email that I sent out in December.
Okay. And then the youth deadline is April 12th, correct?
Is February 1st for our local program, and then for PSA is April 12th.
Yeah, but Carol, the only thing we're going to send forward to PSA is anything we got in by February 1st.
Right.
Because we're going to look at what we'll do is make copies of all the photos that come from the two schools we're sponsoring. Put them in a separate folder for moving forward at whatever pace they got to move forward. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, we changed the dates to make this workflow seamless and not be crunching at the last minute.
Yes.
Okay. So that's that email account, and I'll when you get ready to try to sign into that email account,
Yeah.
call me. So
Okay.
if I get a text or something that says, is it you? I can say, yes, it is. Okay.
So everyone, today I'm officially retired.
Congratulations.
Yay, congratulations.
That's
go.
awesome.
And if you
Thank
saw
you.
an article in the New Braunfels newspaper, my 6th grandbaby was born on New Year's, and she was the first baby born at Resolute Hospital. So they
Oh,
did an
wow.
article on her.
Wow.
Double
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Cool.
Yeah.
How many minutes
Great
after
New Year
midnight?
song.
She came at 7:33 in the morning.
Wow.
Okay.
We were walking her around, trying to get the tax deduction. But we didn't get the tax deduction, so.
Oh my. Okay, so look, for the deadline for the youth to enter their photos is the 1st of February. And then we are going to take from 1 February to ever how long it takes to judge the photos. Okay. And then once we have our 61 winning photos, we'll forward them to Digital Pro Lab for printing. Okay. And then we are going to, hang on, I will tell you when we're going to do it. On the 26th of February, we're going to mount or install the 61 photos at the convention center.
Okay.
Okay. And then on the 16th, which is a Saturday, that last date I gave you was a Monday.
Okay.
The 16th is a Saturday, and from noon till 5 p.m. we have, you know how when we did our Meet the Artist thing for Photos and Pembrey, we had one room over there in the garden rooms. They have 3 rooms over there, and they've told us if we need it, we can have all 3 rooms on the garden room side for the award ceremony.
Nice.
Okay.
That's the 16th
Of March
of March.
is the award ceremony.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna need to start canvassing for donors like we did last year. Carol, you and I get together and we'll talk about the big corporations that we're going to try to hit.
Okay.
And then we're going to, by Monday night, I will have the 2024 information donation letter request made up so that folks can take that and go show it to someone to solicit a donation. So Monday night, I'll be asking for some members to step up and be on the committee for that fundraising committee. On another note, Frank, did we approve the $500 stipend at one of the board meetings last year for this year's contest?
Well, that I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look.
Okay.
It sounds familiar, but I'd have to go back and look.
All right. Well, I tell you,
It sounds familiar. I think you did do that.
well, let's go ahead and let's do it again. Okay. I move a motion that we do exactly what we did last year. Well, for the contest, and that was set $500 aside for incidental expenses that the Art Council don't cover.
Second.
Okay, if Frank jumped in with a second. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I
Any opposed? Okay, so Suzanne, did she leave? Well, Suzanne, number 2.
Yes.
Okay. The at some point I'll be coming to you asking for funds. Okay. You need to keep a running tally of how much I asked for so that we don't go over $500. And when I spend that money on something, I will return the receipts to you. Okay.
You got it. Okay.
All right. Last year, what we did was, well, what we did was we just gave a $500 check to the Art Council, and then the Art Council came back and gave me $3,500. So because I'm not sure when they're going to pony up the money, well, they still have to approve the amount of money that they're willing to put in, which hopefully they will tell me on the next board meeting, the 17th of January, how much money they're going to give us to work with. And then I'll know what deficit we have to fill. Okay. So we'll have our $500 plus whatever they give us. And then if it doesn't cover all the expenses that we anticipate, then we'll start fundraising like we did last year. And we were able to cover all expenses last year, and we even gave the Art Council some of their money back, I think it was like $100 and something. So, okay. Any questions about the youth contest? Concerns?
Nope.
Okay. And then we have additional new business. Okay. And I am going, Frank, before you signed in, I showed them the financial report. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And
just, I don't know if you talked about this already. I've already synced up with Suzanne Packard. At this point, I think it's either 27 or 28 people have paid their dues for 24. So that's about half-ish, maybe a little bit more than half of the membership from 23.
okay. I was going down the list. I know we're going to lose some folks, but we lose some folks every year, and then at some point we gain folks. So,
yep.
I mean, every year it seems like we average between 40 to 50 people. Start out the year around 40 people. By the end of the year, we'll be up to 50 people. And some will stay and some will go. Some will come back. All right. So additional new business. Anybody want to bring up stuff
This is Carol.
I forgot?
This is Carol. I think we should talk about or make sure that the new directors know that there will be phishing schemes that come about. And typically they come from or appear to come from Victor asking for gift card donations and things like that. I was a victim last year.
Wow.
And my credit card did reverse the charges based on the scenario, but just want to make sure that it does look like it's coming from Victor.
Yeah, listen, guys. And this has happened every year. every year when we have a new board come on board, the people get emails. They look like they're coming from me because I am the president. Okay. And it's asking, hey, can you do me a favor, pick up a couple of gift cards and send them to me, and we'll get you reimbursed. Trust me, I will not ask you to do that. The
Not over email for sure.
That's
I'll
right,
call you.
not over email. And if I call you, make sure it's coming from my phone number and not another phone. Okay. But I can't think. Well, I have called.
I was wrapped up in the fundraising committee for the youth contest, and so it aligned with the things that Victor and I had been talking about, and it didn't feel like it was out of the ordinary to me, but they got me.
Yeah. So,
and they still do now. They do it all the time now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So just to make sure that at the Monday night meeting, I'll have a slide on that as well for the rest of the membership. So it's someone else in the club that might have been on the board 2 years ago doesn't get hit. Okay. But yeah, that's a good one. And that's something I told myself I was going to talk about, but because I didn't write it down, I forgot. Thanks, Carol.
No worries, no worries.
We get a lot of that weird stuff on Facebook too, but I try to really look at all the new people, like, how long have you been on Facebook? Are you a real person? Do you actually live here? And oh, you want to sell something, you're blocked, you're out, bye, sorry.
Yeah. And Terry helping with that too. Like if they say they signed on to Facebook, for one day, no. Bye.
Okay. I should have the critiques for this month's photos back by Monday. In fact, the color and black and white, we'll have to see how it pans out. Taryn, are you're posting the photos in Facebook,
right?
And then are you intending to go back and post the results or the critique?
That's how Holly did it. Just kind of added a comment onto the original photo. Something that I have come into a problem is that she somehow, I think it was like you originally made a page for the society. So when you post in the group, you could click that you were posting as the page. And so I can't post at, like, Holly and I messed with it for a long time the other day, trying to get me as an admin or something, but it only shows that like Taryn Bradley has posted to the group. And I guess everybody knows that it's me posting anyway, but it still feels a little less official. So I don't know how we can fix that necessarily.
Did she make you an admin?
She did, but it only lets me post on the page, not in the group. Like I can't post as the page on the group. I know.
Well,
or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had Facebook for the last 3 years. So,
yeah.
I can't help you. In fact, if it was up to me, we would close the Facebook account, okay, and just work in Meetup.
Right.
I even deleted my Instagram account last month because I found out it was all, my kids keep me up to date, okay? And when they said, Dad, why don't you get on Facebook so you can keep up with the grandkids and stuff? And I said, Mom has a Facebook account. She shows me the kids' photos. And I said, she goes, but they said, well, why don't you? And when I told them why I'm not on Facebook, they said, well, why do you have an Instagram account? And I go, well, it's Instagram. Well, it's on
Well,
Facebook.
it's the same thing. Yeah.
And I go, really? So I went
Uh-huh.
in and deleted my Instagram account.
Oh no.
uh,
So
but
I will share with you all, I'm not on Meetup because my account got taken over and that's the end of that.
well, if it's if because it got taken over and that means the password was compromised. If so, if I go in and find Carol on the Meetup site, then
It's not me.
I need to push them out.
Yep, it's not me.
Okay. I'll go in tonight and look and see if I can find you. And
Okay.
then I will push them out of the account. And then you can go create a new meetup account and join then. Okay. As long
A
as
different email.
it
Yeah, I probably won't, but just so you know that you
okay.
can't reach me on Meetup.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, let's do it around the room then. Let me get my well, I'll do it this way. I'm here. Okay. Carol, you got anything else?
Nothing else.
Okay. Ed?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, Ed. We're gonna find something for you to do.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. I don't want you to feel left out. Miss Treasurer,
Yes, sir.
do you have
I
anything?
need to, well, I need to meet with Frank and actually take over those responsibilities.
Yes, please hurry up.
Um,
Now
I'm
listen,
flying out tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'll be back on the 12th. So
okay.
we'll talk after that. Okay.
Okay, sounds
Now,
good.
when you and Frank meet at the bank to do the trade-off,
Yep.
I need to be included in that meeting. Otherwise, if I'm not there, they'll take me off the account too.
Okay.
Okay. So we got to keep two people on the account.
Yep.
All right.
Suzanne, do you already have an account at Randolph Brooks?
I don't, but I was thinking about opening one. So this might motivate me.
That's what I had. That's what I had to do. I just put $100 in the savings account there.
Yeah, I was planning to do it anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah, okay. Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't let me be on the account. So you have to be an account holder of something, and $100 was the minimum. So that's what I have.
okay,
Okay.
that's nothing else.
Oh, people are bouncing around. I can't use this. Okay. Let's see, Suzanne. Okay, Taryn, you have anything?
I have one quick thought. If we do move the meeting to the April 5th, the Friday, do we need to change all the submission dates and stuff too, or just go with it and people get like 2 days less to vote or 3 days less to vote?
Good question.
Taryn, what do you feel comfortable with?
Yeah.
I think
can you scramble?
Yeah, it would be fine to get it done a few days early. It wouldn't really be a big deal. We just wouldn't have as long to vote.
Without we move up the submission date.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Well, let's see if Monday night, if moving the meeting to Friday,
Okay. Yeah.
even floats, because if the majority of the folks say no, we're not going to go shoot the eclipse, then we'll hold the meeting Monday night.
Yeah.
But if
All the
most of
people
the
that are
folks
gone can zoom in or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Patricia.
Except me, because I can't do Zoom.
Oh.
Patricia?
Nothing, thank you.
Okay. Miss Secretary?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. And I already asked Carol and Ed. Okay. Well,
I have nothing.
oh, okay, Frank. Did I miss you? I'm
You
sorry.
did. It's because you can't see me there.
You're right. There is no picture.
Right.
What you got, Frank?
Nothing.
What?
Still nothing.
Oh, okay.
You want
Okay.
me to make something up?
Yes.
Frank, you got anything?
Let me see. Oh yeah, no, never mind. I don't.
Great.
So somebody else asked me if I have anything.
Okay. Hey, listen, if you haven't looked at the 365 project on Meetup, go take a look. And then and that's something I'm gonna be uh letting everybody know about on Monday night as well. So now, Taryn, is the slideshow up in the Dropbox?
It's not yet.
Okay.
I can get it done quick. But I was kind of waiting, like, oh, I'll get the votes in and all that.
Well, listen, on
But I've added a few things that you've spoken about tonight. Like we can add a page or two, three for
okay.
all the different things. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay.
All right then. So we'll see how things go. And since we're taking a new approach to the workflow here as far as um, email account goes, we may have another impromptu board meeting before the next scheduled board meeting to discuss ins and outs, what works, what doesn't work. Okay. But feel free, once you're able to get into the thing, to make your own folders over to the side and move emails that are in your link or in your wheelhouse that you will take action on over to your folders. Uh, and when you respond to someone on something, CC me and Taryn, so we see the action going forward, and you know, we know stuff's getting done, and that way we
Is
won't
there
bother
a
you with
trick
phone
to,
calls. What?
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is there a trick to sign in? Because I don't think I've ever signed into the Gmail account.
You, well, probably I'll tell you what happened to me. Uh, I was in on my laptop, but when I tried to add my cell phone to it, it said, um, provide the code. We just text phone number such and such a code um, to Holly. Okay. And I called Holly, said, Holly, I need the code. I said, oh, Taryn's got the account now. She's got the code. I called Taryn. Nope, I didn't get no text. So it might have been an old phone number. I don't know if Holly changed phones or something like that. I don't know, but it kept saying it was going to Holly. So I just called Taryn. She went into the website. We went into settings and we disabled the no, we tried to disable it. For some reason, it wouldn't really let us do it. So I said, well, just change the phone number to my phone number. And if you call me ahead of time and say, hey, I'm fixing to get ready,
Okay.
I'll go in there and put your phone number in. And that way you'll get the text. And then
All right.
once you're signed in and everything, I'll go back in and change it back to my phone number.
Okay, I have something. Then you asked me and I said no, but since you brought that up, that's something I asked you at the beginning of the meeting about. I said, I have no clue as far as what y'all have to do to be able to get into this. And you told me to bring my computer to the coffee. or
Yeah.
or my phone. So she said it sounds like she needs the same info.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
You
not
can
gonna
do
be
it
able to
yes,
anywhere
make
though.
a
yeah,
copy.
yeah, it's gonna take, um, Frank needs the same info. Both Suzanne's need the same info. Uh, Frank, you've been getting in there, right?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. Well, Frank's
I
gonna,
can send an email to the board to make sure everybody has the like all the login information, and then they can just call you when they're ready to log in.
That would be great,
Great.
Karen.
okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
So
Thank you.
each time that one of us needs to get into it, we'll have to call, let
No,
you know
the
that
first
we're
time.
trying
only
to.
the first time.
only
the
the
first
first time for
Okay.
each device.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Sounds good. Thank you.
okay,
Yep.
all right. Well, for the good of the order, then I am going to close the meeting and let me, oh, here it
Good
is.
night, all.
Do what?
I said good night, all.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, good night. I'm